I came up with a superhero, and I think it's a real game changer. It's the Night Knight. Every time he goes to bed, he becomes the Night Knight, and he fights crime under the night.
The Nini.
The knee.
Yeah.
The Nini Knight.
Every fucking week, new movies get released. How does anyone ever see these? There are too many movies.
Welcome to There Are Too Many Movies. This week we have a special guest on the show, Isaiah Gardea.
Hey!
From Three Guys, One Movie.
Yeah, not the other show.
From, that's the only show, right?
Yeah, that's the only show.
You have 17 podcasts.
I do have 17. We're thinking about doing 18
Nice.
here shortly.
What's the 18th?
Just called the 18th podcast.
The 18th one
And
is...
it reviews all the 17 other
Yeah,
podcasts.
sick.
And we only review seasons that went 18 seasons long. So The Simpsons or something like that. That's pretty
and
much
South
it.
Park.
Yeah.
MASH.
Yeah.
MASH. South
MASH.
Park. And Simpsons.
Grey's Anatomy.
Okay.
Is that still happening?
Yes.
Yeah.
Walking Dead. Walking Dead is still...
It's got a different name now, though, so it doesn't count. So you're
fuck
wrong.
off. They're
No,
like,
there's-
let's just reboot it.
Yeah.
What's the new one called?
And Fear the Walking Dead?
But then there's the newer one.
Doesn't
Is there?
matter.
Yeah, it's like
There's
Doesn't
more than
matter.
The
that.
Walking Dead or something fucking stupid.
The Talking Dead. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
that's the actual show.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. That's a real thing.
That guy was canceled, actually.
Yeah,
so.
for sure. Anyways, welcome to There Are Too Many Movies. This week we watched The Irishman. You know, what are you going to do?
It is what it is, guys.
It's
It is what it is.
What you can do.
That's what it is. And before we talk about The Irishman, we're going to talk about what we've been watching. Alex, you want to kick us off?
Well, I finished...
Don't say Dracula.
I haven't been watching anything. No.
What have you been watching?
I finished Dragula, Bitch Pudding 1, no surprise. Season 3 I began. It's not nearly as good as Season 2, even though the production value is like way higher. Mm-hmm. And by way higher, I mean it's still less than a normal show. But
Wait, so there's 2 seasons then?
yeah, there's 2 seasons on
Total?
Netflix.
Oh.
Yeah, but
Is it still in the Pacific Northwest?
probably.
Okay.
I mean, I can't imagine any other place. I have that show in Texas. Just go for it. But, I mean, it's more as Dragula.
Great.
Yeah.
So there's 3 seasons. There's a 3rd season like airing somewhere? Where's it air?
No, Season 2 is the earliest available season on Netflix, and Season 3 is the next one. I don't know the status of the show currently.
Is it a Netflix original?
No.
Where's it from? Lifetime?
From Out TV.
Okay.
That's
My new favorite channel.
is that the rebrand of like Oxygen?
I think that's the Woman's Network, isn't it?
Okay, I don't know. Don't know.
Dude, I don't even know normal channels anymore. I barely
Yeah.
know HBO's
What's a channel?
Seriously.
Word.
Oxygen may have been gone back in like 2007.
I thought that was
to be
Oprah's
fair.
channel.
That was the last time I had television. I mean, I guess.
True.
It feels like.
There's only streaming services, no channels anymore.
When Breaking Bad started was the last time I had cable,
yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Josh, what have you been watching?
I went to go see A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
Ooh, did you cry?
No. Okay, so I'm
Cried later though.
did cry later. Okay, well, I'm not like a huge Mr. Rogers fan in that like I didn't grow up with the guy.
Sure.
But
I don't think any of us did.
No?
No.
None of us?
Not with
I
them.
mean,
He was on, and
Yeah.
I never he was on. I grew up with Mr. Rogers the same way I grew up with Bob Ross. He was just kind of
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if
I
he
like,
was
what the
on,
fuck is this?
he was
and then I
on.
just walk away.
And then I
Yeah.
turn on DBZ. I'm like, damn,
I want to see murder.
I could watch this or Gargoyles right now.
Dude,
Yeah,
yes.
exactly.
I'd much rather Gargoyles.
Do I want to
Exactly.
learn how to be a decent person, or do I just want to go into pretend world for a little while?
Obviously.
I feel like I
And
knew.
here I am.
I feel like I knew at an early age what a pedophile looked like because
Careful.
he seemed like one to me.
Really?
But he wasn't. So he was just a good
he-
guy, but he always creeped me the fuck out.
Can I say though? I'm surprised he wasn't.
Exactly.
Is that weird to say that?
So it's always
I get
for
where
me
you're
too.
coming from.
Yeah.
it
Right.
is surprising
Where it's
he didn't have like a dark side.
Yeah, it's like every single person you thought was like an innocent, like
Yeah.
idol and like of like wholesomeness
Yeah.
and good merit is now canceled and like a rapist.
Yeah, Bill Cosby just shit on all of it.
Yeah,
so.
and so
Yeah.
it just now every person we've grown up with is like canceled, and it's just like thank God he's not. But also,
Wait for it.
I'm so, yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know.
I'd be so sad. if-
Jury's out. The jury's out on Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
Heard it here first.
I'm not convinced.
His puppets are going to be like, he was inside me. in all seriousness, I know a lot of people that did grow up that are my age that grew up with Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
So like I was sort of like, oh well, I don't know who this guy is. Whatever. Maybe it's more female skewed because now that I'm thinking about it, it is every female that I know that is my age was like, oh my god, Mr. Rogers was the shit. Anyway,
I never thought about that.
That's
It's interesting.
Yeah, and I was watching wrestling and fucking like you said, gargoyles.
Cool shit.
total. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't
Fucking train going around inside this guy's house. Ooh.
Yeah.
And he's like, be a decent person. And we're like,
I'm gonna feed my fish now.
I have to watch shitty 3D animation with Beast Wars at
Right.
5 a.m. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna
Can't be bothered.
I'm not gonna bother with Mr. Rogers. But anyways, I watched the documentary Won't You Be My Neighbor, and that sort of like turned me. I was like, oh, this guy is like a perfect human being, and perfect for children and in child development. You know what I mean? This guy is like a pro at that, even though he's not like a trained child psychologist or anything like that. For whatever reason, he is on their wavelength and is able to speak to them at like a really base level for their understanding. The movie though is not good.
Damn.
Because, okay, outside looking in, do you guys feel like A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood would be a movie about Mr. Rogers?
yes.
Are you talking about the documentary or the Tom Hanks one?
The Tom Hanks.
one.
I mean, I would assume, yeah.
Yeah, that's what they pitched it as.
It's fucking not.
It's about the dude interviewing him, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Never mind. I knew that. That's
So,
stupid.
Mr. Rogers is in it, like, as a character for approximately 35 minutes.
What?
That's stupid. What a
Starring
dumb thing.
Tom Hanks.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's the trailer with Tom Hanks all over it.
Here's all of
Yeah.
his screen time.
Here's the poster. I guarantee Tom Hanks is at the front.
Oh, yeah. Putting on the
What a
sweater.
missed opportunity to make like an Oscar bait style movie. Like
Yep.
that's exactly what that should have been.
To exclusively feature Tom Hanks? Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't. I like Michael Reese. Is that his name? The guy that's in The Americans, like the journalist that this movie's about. I like that guy a lot, but I don't want to fucking see him in this movie.
Yeah.
It's a Mr. Rogers movie.
It should have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, it was really disappointing.
Damn.
But after the movie, some big news from Josh. What went down after that movie?
Yeah, I got engaged.
Hey!
Holy shit.
Whoa.
Quite
Was that
fuck
me?
Yes, it was you.
Fucking
The whole No, that was
Genuine concern.
I've listened to this fucking show every episode. I should know what that fucking sound is by now.
He's like, am I
Jesus.
breaking the show? I'm ruining it.
The signature drop of everything going wrong.
I'm blowing it. But yeah, Josh got engaged, so congrats, Josh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Condolences to Carly.
We did the podcast, and I had no idea. We did the podcast last Saturday, and I proposed to her last Saturday. Had no idea I was going to do it until we watched that movie, and then we just kind of carried on with our night. It was a good time.
Were you like, after you watched Won't You Be My Neighbor, were you like, won't you be my wife?
That's
She's
what
like,
I did.
no.
Hell yeah. And she was like,
I had
the
a
fuck?
I had a red cardigan on and everything.
You like, you
Come
came
over
up-
here, neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sit down, neighbor.
She's like, what the fuck?
You ruined it.
Change my shoes real quick.
Can we just rewind, forget
What
this
if he
didn't
put on
happen?
Yeezys?
I'm sure you were wearing Yeezys when you proposed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Shout out Kanye.
You-
Well, you know.
I
am who I am.
What are you going to do? Put on Vans? Why is it any different? Fuck
Exactly.
yourself.
Fuck
All right.
that.
So,
Should have done it naked.
True.
It's very memorable.
Yeah.
With the Yeezys on.
Thanks, man.
You're like, and then you're just like, the ring is somewhere.
Isn't that how you're
find
supposed to have sex with nothing but shoes on?
Yeah,
That's how
dude.
I've seen it in all the movies.
That's what I see in Dracula.
Right?
So, anyways,
Congrats to me.
congrats to Josh.
Yeah. Thank you,
Yeah,
guys.
dude, that's fucking badass.
Really appreciate it.
Hit the fucking applause.
Oh.
Nope.
Nope. We're not playing
it.
games.
Whatever, dude.
Thanks to me.
Sometimes I just got to do your job. Then fucking
Yeah, I don't like doing this. I was just given this fucking
I
job.
just own this
because I
iPad.
have an iPad, and here I am.
I've been watching Altered Carbon. Finished all that. I tried to watch it when it came out and fell off like 2 or 3
Yeah,
episodes
I
in,
did
and
the
then
same thing.
Which one is that? Is that the rotoscoped one?
no, it's
With RoboCop.
it's basically the guy from RoboCop, Joel something.
Oh,
Joel
okay.
Kinnaman.
Yeah, he's awesome.
I fucking love that guy.
He's so good in The Killing. That's a great show too. But
I like him. He always gets tossed in things that people don't end up liking.
Just throw away
Suicide
shit.
Squad.
Like even like this, like you're like, Altered Carbon, but it's
good.
like, yeah. I mean, I liked it. I just fell off of it too.
He stands out though. Like,
Is it a Netflix
Yeah,
original?
it's a Netflix original. You can tell he's like better than most of the people he's sharing the screen with most
Right.
of the time. But it's still really good sci-fi. It's watchable. Towards the end, it gets like a little pseudo complicated, where it's like, you know what I'm real tired of when like the evil villain is like they're having like the final standoff, and he's like, well, that was the tricky part. I had to do this and this and this. And he's divulging the whole plan. Just
Yeah.
infobomb.
Yeah.
I'm just like, why is this conversation happening? Shoot each other.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
James Bond method.
Yeah, exactly. Like, well, I underestimated you. It appears that you have gotten to this point. And then it's like, and then he's like, but why? And he's like, well, I'm glad you asked. And then they just go on to explain a bunch of shit, and it does flashbacks and shit. And then I'm just sitting there like the dumb fucking like viewer I am. Like, you just make me feel stupid. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I know, I get it. Dun, 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 dun. He's like shoveling cream into my face, just heavy cream, just like.
Yeah. The second season hasn't started yet, right?
No, but it's confirmed they're doing one.
And it's got Falcon is playing him now. What's the guy that plays Falcon? What's his fucking name?
Anthony Mackie.
Yes.
Yeah, he's supposed to be Joel Edgerton's character in the next season, I think.
Okay.
I think, unless it's a new guy.
Well, the cool thing about
Joel
this,
Edgerton is in it.
I don't know why I said that.
Joel Kinnaman.
Joel Kinnaman. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Joel Kinnaman. Yeah,
I don't know why I said that.
yeah.
Who's that?
Huh?
Who's Joel Eneman?
Joel
Joel Edgerton.
Who's Joel
I
Enema?
said Joel Edgerton by accident.
Edgerton. He's the guy that was in
from
The King.
The King. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, yeah, Joel Kinnaman. So
Got it.
I don't want to ask it. I don't want to ask it into the season.
Understood.
Never mind.
Well, what's cool about the show is like it's all about consciousness and being downloaded into sleeves.
Yeah.
They call them sleeves. They're just bodies. It's like
cool.
if you die, you can just get downloaded into a new sleeve. It's
that's
It's
cool.
really cool. So like people are the same person, but the actor changes sometimes.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
It's really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they have to. What's really good is the actors do a pretty good job at staying the same person somehow.
It's almost like they're altered carbon.
Thanks for listening to There Are So Many Movies.
Oh, hold on. No.
Isaiah, what have you been watching?
I've been watching the IP Man.
Yo.
No, just kidding. No, just kidding.
My favorite superhero.
Yeah. No, I just said that because you hate the way people say that.
I don't
And that's
hate
how I said it, unfortunately. that
Do
entire
it
time.
again, and I'll end us all.
I didn't watch a lot of movies. I've been watching a fuck ton of television. Of course, Mandalorian, caught up on that. I told you a few weeks ago that I watched one of the greatest episodes of television in my entire life, which was Mr. Robot.
Oh yeah.
It is that episode. If you just watch that episode alone, you don't even have to watch a show possibly. But it is one of the best episodes of television I've ever fucking seen. The way it was filmed, go ahead.
Is it a recent episode?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
So
Episode
I've
7.
heard that like the quality of Mr. Robot has gone down significantly over the past.
Not
No?
to me. No, I
Really?
feel like it's only gone up.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
what's it on? season
Granted, I
3?
haven't seen the show.
4 or 5. It's the last season.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's if he doesn't win an award for that episode, it's a fucking shame because it
Rami?
is. Yeah, it is fucking amazing. I've been watching that and. I've been fuck. I
you seen-
had all this laid out before I got here, and
That's
then
always
of course
how
you
it
get in the
is.
front of the mic. And
Have you
it's
seen Rami Malek's interview where he's like, "I love this thing"?
Yeah,
What? No.
God,
he's pretty fucking weird,
He's a
dude,
weirdo.
man.
That's
yeah.
All the best actors are.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm of the opinion that most actors are stupid people with one skill.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
most actors are
Okay,
stupid
most
people.
maybe, but
there are those really
not the
smart
best-
actors.
not the best
Yeah,
actors.
Daniel Craig I've heard is like very intelligent. Shit like that. Daniel Day-Lewis. Actor's named Daniel.
all the Daniels. Yeah.
Daniel Radcliffe.
See?
Yeah.
probably smart
Potter.
guy.
Yeah.
Probably.
But yeah, so I just mainly been watching TV. I haven't really been watching a lot of movies this whole week. Of course, I watched The Irishman. And that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
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 Good segue.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Let's get into the breakdown of The Irishman by Marty Scorsies.
Marty
Scorsies, dude.
Marty Scorsies, the Irishies.
I'd like to give a shout out to the first good segue we've had on the show.
Yeah.
Thanks, Isaiah.
Yeah. I was planning that too.
Yeah. So The Irishman. 3.5 hours long.
Yep.
Woo.
That's what everybody is like talking about. They're like that was more. That probably got more headlines and stuff
Than anything else about it.
Yeah, it's a fucking epic
Yeah.
mob movie.
Which
Yeah.
it's on Netflix. It's like whatever. You watch a whole series in a day.
Yeah.
To say this, I wouldn't have been able to get through the film in theaters without going to the bathroom.
Oh yeah,
Oh, for sure.
I need a diaper.
There's no fucking way. So
I'm not missing a frame.
there's something.
shitty witty.
Oopsie, AMC.
Sorry, Marty, I did a shitty witty.
Sorry, Marty Scorsies.
It's like you're hired.
There's something beautiful about it coming out right around Thanksgiving or just in the holidays in general.
Yes.
To where it's like you have a day
Yeah.
here
Yeah.
to just fucking be nothing and watch this movie.
Such
Be garbage
perfect
that you
timing,
are.
dude. Yeah.
Dude, I would just want to say the meaning of life, I think, is to be nothing.
Yeah.
Like just sitting around,
Just sitting and
not
chilling.
affecting society in
Yeah.
any way whatsoever, and just sitting and eating and being nothing.
As soon as I'm done at work, literally the first thing I do is nothing for
Yep.
the rest of the night.
Yeah. Like, I do want one of those Kanye fucking domes.
What?
Like,
What?
he's creating, like, sustainable housing or whatever.
I haven't seen that at all.
Anyway,
It's just like little biodomes are weird.
I want a fucking dome with a TV in it and nothing else. Like, maybe just like a big pillow that I sleep and also sit and watch TV.
Neck
on.
pillow.
in a hole to shit in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I want, dude.
Yep.
So it's like you have this perfect time for this movie to come out. At one point in the movie, I was like, you know what? I want some hot chocolate because I'm an old man.
You like cut up chocolate and melted it on the stove.
Dude, I fucking paused the movie. It was beautiful, man. Like the controller was still sitting on my fucking thing, the table.
Table.
The fucking
Table? What the
fuck is
thing
this
it
thing
sits
called?
on. I fucking paused the shit. I walked gingerly to the fucking kitchen, fucking microwaved some milk, threw the hot chocolate in there, fucking marshmallows, bro.
Yeah.
Just sprinkled them on there. Just like, oh. Got those done. And then I'd fucking just like,
And then
old
you
man
tripped
walk.
and fell.
This is pretty much what I do best.
Got glass in my hand, blood everywhere.
I just did the old man thing where it's like you're walking with this cup and you take a sip before
Yeah.
you sit and go, yeah.
Did you like tighten your cardigan
You're like-
on the patio?
You're like immediately, you're like, oh, I'm engaged and somehow 40.
Yeah.
That's how it works,
Like,
by the way.
it's how it
The
happens.
moment you propose, old as dicks.
You aged 20
40.
years.
It's just like gray hairs just go boop.
Remember when we used to have sex? Oh, wait. Yeah.
Now we just make hot chocolate and sit in our car.
Watch 3.5 hour long
Just
movies.
sulk and be
You can
nothing.
fuck the hot chocolate.
Oh shit.
So-
anyways,
so you
that was
enjoyed that?
pleasant. I fucking made some hot chocolate and then I just resumed where I was.
Yeah, and then I imagine, let's say you made it back to the couch without tripping. Another funny scenario in my head is you do this whole ritual. You make the hot chocolate. You sit down. You press play, and you're like, immediate Nini.
That's some dad shit,
Dude,
right
that's
there.
real.
That is some.
Put
dad
on the game.
shit.
We're gonna watch the game.
Yeah.
It's like a sleeping pill.
Yeah.
Seriously, being a dad is a sleeping pill.
The amount of people that I saw sleeping at Thanksgiving this year, absurd.
Yeah.
Just all asleep. Because they're old, but
It's all
you know.
that tryptophan, right, fam?
Trip to fam.
It's all that tryptophan.
Yo.
Is your family on that tryptophan, fam?
Yes, they were.
Chilling.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Move on from that bit.
All right.
So yeah, 3.5 hours long. This movie's a journey. This movie's a fucking journey. I paused it about 2 hours in. I watched it with Liz. We just like ordered some takeout and just fucking. She was like hesitant. Like she was like, and I was like, 3.5 hours. You want to like seriously buckle down, like strap in.
It's like going hiking. Like,
Yeah, like we're in it. We're in for this one.
Yeah.
And she was like, okay. And then like about 2 hours through, I was like, I don't know, some sort of lull in the movie. We paused it and we paused it for like a half hour. We
Yeah.
like needed a break from the movie for
Oh,
a while.
wow.
Like we were just like, it's just a lot of just, you know, it was just maybe it was like watching it with her. I kind of like it was a
Yeah.
different vibe than me being
Yeah.
able to dial in
Totally.
and
Yeah.
like enjoy it.
I didn't
like,
even offer to watch it with my wife because I knew I'd get bored.
because you would just feel her
Because she
getting
would
bored.
be like,
Totally.
and then get on her phone.
Yeah,
And she's
yeah.
Like, you know, oh, Italian movies, and I don't give a shit, you know, like whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I just watched it on my own, and
Yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot. But
I'm not saying I would enjoy it more, but I watched it probably a little differently. But either way, we paused it. We had like made some tea or some shit, and then resumed. But fuck you.
some shit.
Yeah. But yeah, pretty. I don't know. Where do you guys want to start with this one? Fucking.
It's long.
It's long.
Back to it's long. There was a point where, like 2 hours into it, I paused it as well to like go to the bathroom or something, and it tells you how long is left when you pause on Netflix. So like I saw it had like an hour and 33 minutes left.
So another movie left.
Yeah, literally, I was like,
Yeah.
like in my head, I was like a whole other movie, but then also I was like, it's not that long.
Yeah.
For some reason,
Yeah.
like because it was the majority of the movie had happened.
I didn't really notice. I would have to say I felt like I was in it the entire time.
Yeah.
and I didn't
Totally.
but I do also kind of wish it was just like a 5-episode show. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but-
And dive more into characters.
Right.
Marty Scorsese
No.
Oh, I
doesn't do
know.
Marty
mini-series, bro.
Yeah, but you know what? He also didn't want to do Netflix back in the day.
Well, here's the funny thing.
so that's crazy.
Here's the funny thing. He goes, Avengers isn't cinema, and then he makes a Netflix original.
yeah.
Go- Fucking Marty Scorsese.
Yeah.
But it's in theaters though.
That's true.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I thought that they didn't put it.
They did.
For a little while.
It's in select theaters.
It's in
so like
cinemas.
here, it's in like the Texas theater
Right,
and
right.
fucking
Oh,
some
like
other
2 places.
Sure.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing. He's like, it's got to be in cinema. It's got to be in cinema. Like he's probably like that was probably his thing. Like
Oh,
if I do a
his-
Netflix original, you have to also put it in theaters.
It would be like a travesty to him to not have a movie release in theaters.
But that's also
think so.
for awards categories too.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it needs to
Oh,
have
it's like
played in
Oh, wow.
theaters in order
So
for it to be considered,
dumb.
which is fucking bullshit.
Wait, so
Yeah.
Dumb.
so a majority of Netflix original movies are just by default not eligible for
A lot of times.
yes,
Yeah.
at this time in our fucking history right now, yes,
Damn.
it will change because Netflix is just
That's gonna happen. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's no
like
way.
that's-
Yeah.
There's too
just
much
taking
good shit
over.
on there.
exactly.
That's dumb.
The times they are a changing.
Well, because the Emmys has changed. Like they're like, yeah, Amazon, fucking let's do it. Amazon originals,
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
give it to them. That one with Julia Roberts, that won like a ton of shit.
That was a great
Homefront,
Homecoming.
Coming. Yeah.
It's a great show.
That won a ton
Also,
of shit.
Sam Esmail. Just want to tell you, same guy. The same guy that made Mr. Robot.
Oh,
Just one of the,
Sam
Oh yeah,
Ishmael?
yeah, I remember seeing that on the trailers before I watched that show.
Okay, so honestly, it is 3.5 hours long. Totally understandable that that's a little too long, but I didn't for once think like I don't want this part in this movie. Like,
Yeah.
it needs to speed up. I never
Yeah.
thought that one time.
Anytime that I did pause it, I was like, I can't wait to press play. I can't wait to press play again because I was already hooked where I paused it. I was like,
Totally.
I want to see this scene play out, no matter how simple or boring. It's not boring, but just nothing's happening. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
And like I paused it whenever Al Pacino and him are talking in the hotel, and he's like about to go to bed. Al Pacino is,
About to go Nini.
yeah,
So
and
night night.
I'm going Nene.
Good night, Irishman. Going Nini.
He's like, you're Irish too. What the fuck?
Gonna have some great sleep.
What if like he had
the best I
like,
can do.
Like what if he had sleep apnea as Al Pacino?
He just screams. He doesn't even snore. Yeah. He goes.
Robert De Niro is just like,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
yeah, you know,
Yep.
what are you gonna do?
Sleeping. Yep.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
But
Worst De Niro's ever.
Yeah,
that
just
kid.
lip smacking.
Yeah, just smacking and yep.
You got to see the face though. You got to watch it on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. I liked it.
Yeah. Thanks for listening to There Are Too Many Movies.
Have a good week. We'll see you in
We'll
the
see. That
next
was-
one.
Close the show right there.
But
Yeah.
no, I wanted to talk about. There was a part you mentioned where it's like you didn't feel like there was something happening. When we paused it at the 2 hour mark, I was kind of like, yeah, I don't really know what's going on. There's a lot of, it's just a big story, but I
Sure.
don't have an antagonist. I don't have a goal. I don't have anything.
Yeah.
It was just jumping around eras of his life.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I didn't know what the fuck time period I was ever in.
Really?
No, like he looked the same but different the whole time.
I mean,
And so
I
like there was
think
like
it was.
how many were there? 4? 5?
I mean, it goes through 40s to 70s, right?
There was
Yeah.
a total of 4, but only one of them was super short
But
back
it's-
in the war or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it because it's not like we're staying in those eras all up until the end.
Yeah, it's not linear, which I wouldn't prefer.
It's like bilinear kind of in a
Yeah.
way because he's telling from the future, right? He's telling the story,
Sure.
and it tells a section, and then it jumps to the next section.
It's okay, so it's not told in like a Chris Nolan way where like all roads meet at the very end.
Sure.
You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
So it's not that
Kinda did.
but not really though, because it's like we see a glimpse of him in the army.
Yeah.
We see a glimpse. We're seeing glimpses in times and stories.
What
Yeah,
led
where he's
to
like-
his
More so.
status.
Yeah,
It's-
Yeah.
No, that one time I was in the army. Pop, pop, and then it
Totally.
just cut back.
Yeah, and
Which is
it's
Marty Scorsies.
Marty Scorsies, bro. It's kind of piecemeal together, but I liked it in that way. Like it's because it's this old man telling his story. You know what I mean? He's gonna jump around a bit.
Yeah.
He's fucking old.
Well, one of the things about the old man telling the story is it opened on De Niro in the retirement home, which to me it was like, well, I have no risk this entire movie
Exactly.
now. Which it's like anytime he's ever in a situation, I'm like, I know he gets out of this.
Yes.
Which if you didn't see him in the retirement home in the beginning, if you just heard the voice, you can still betray that. Like some people
Yeah.
assume like because it's the narrator, they're still alive. That's not always the case.
Yeah.
Like
But-
they don't have to do that.
But it is also a true story, and the dude
Yeah,
lived. So it's
It
kind
is
of
a true
like
story, and it's based on a book where that journalist is interviewing that.
yeah.
guy.
And one thing that kind of sucked is I knew that he kills Pacino. So
Jimmy Hoffa.
so I was like, I already know he's gonna kill him. So that kind of bummed me out that I already knew it because I feel like that reveal would have been.
yeah, I didn't know.
But dude, the
that's
sheer
good.
So the whole thing is so you read the book?
No, I already knew some of the story or whatever about this the Frank guy and Hoffa and all that
Hoffa.
shit. Yeah,
Okay.
I started reading the book like several months ago, and I just never finished it.
yeah.
Well, see,
I don't read books.
The way most books
yeah,
go.
I don't read.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought for me, I had no idea of
Yeah.
the story. So
Yeah, that's good.
And honestly, I didn't know it was based on a true story, and so I thought it could have been like one of those alt history things.
Oh, sure.
Like
where
Once
it's
Upon a Time or
yeah,
whatever.
like
Yeah.
Tarantino, where it's just like, oh, I'm gonna kill Hitler, like that type of thing.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna kill Hoffa. I thought it was kind of like that, but the whole time it added a layer of suspense. So you're right about that because, like, I would thought, okay, it's his friend. Is
He's
he gonna
not
kill
gonna
him?
do it,
Is
yeah.
he not gonna do it at
Yeah.
all? Is he gonna kill all the people trying to kill him, or is he going to make Hoffa disappear and make it look like he was killed?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
all of those things were an option. So I was like, what's gonna happen? And then, bap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Then he just got Marty Scorsies.
Yeah. This.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, dude, that was a fucking sad scream. I was like, oof.
Yeah.
Like Jesus, that was
Yeah.
pathetic.
People just die.
Yeah.
in this.
Yeah.
Like, they
They just
just like,
fucking-
I love how they kill people in this. It's like when they do the stab thing, like where they walk by real quick and but they do it with a gun. They like poke them in the face with
Yeah.
a bullet.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a fucking badass.
They're like punching them while shooting
Yeah, but
them.
they-
Fuck you.
yeah, most Italian way to kill
Yeah.
James
somebody.
McAvoy from Wanted is curves it.
Dude, yeah.
Fucking bitch.
Yeah, it's so fucking brutal. Even though it
Dude, so like there are so many deaths in this where someone's like, "Oh, hey, Irish, how you doing?" And then they
He's like,
get
"Hey, what's going on?"
capped like 6 times in the head, and then they just like drop to their knees, and
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god!"
Anytime the Irish man walked towards me, I would have been like, "Oh no! Wait! No!
No.
And he's like, "Hey man, I'm here to get a pizza or whatever."
Yeah.
yeah.
And then bah,
Why are you walking so briskly?
Yeah.
hands in your
dude.
pockets, bah.
Dude,
Wait. Dude.
I would have a rule that's like no pockets allowed. If I'm a mobster and you're in my house, you cannot have
No,
pockets.
no pockets.
No clothes.
Champion gym shorts.
Yeah, I was
only.
gonna
Yeah,
say-
dude. In black Air Force Ones.
Sans pockets.
Tank top.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tank top and champion shorts.
Wife
Okay.
beater.
There was one part where it seemed kind of funny, dude. It was like this really it was really pulled back the shot, but it's whenever Robert De Niro goes into that convenience store and beats up the
Oh,
guy.
I
that-
loved that.
Love it.
That was fucking awesome. And like it's not like this guy I love that it wasn't like a choreographed fucking stunt.
Messy's fucking
Just
fight.
messy.
Yeah.
He's
Love it.
just like
The way
and he
he's
does
like,
his Robert De Niro kicks.
Yeah.
His fucking
like old man kicks.
Yeah.
And his arms are like super stiff. He's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I fucking loved that.
yeah,
dude.
that was good.
Yeah. It was like you could tell like he's pulling something as he's doing this. He's like,
Yeah.
Right.
Like as he, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, I'm off for a week now because I fucking pull my groin from not really kicking a guy.
There's a few parts where you're like, damn, he's old.
Yeah.
Like the part where he's like jumping over the rocks to throw away the guns.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's like stumbling over the rocks and he's like,
Yeah, he does like the most old man yeet ever.
yeah.
And it's funny. It's like I said yeet when he did this because I knew what he was gonna do. So
Yeah.
he's throwing away 2 guns, and like Liz is sitting next to me. I just like as he threw it, I was like yeet. Just hitting the fucking.
I would love it if he was just, Yeet! But
Yeah.
it's like barely just boop. Like,
yeah. It's just fucking.
That was that was one downside, I think, because they did the de-aging thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's still old.
Yeah.
So it looks good. The de-aging looks very good.
It looks amazing.
Yeah,
dude.
we should talk about that. That was
Joe
impressive.
Pesci.
After a
Dude,
while,
his nose.
After a while, I forgot
Yeah.
that this was. I was just like, these are normal
Yeah.
age.
Except for the weird blue contacts. That was weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
That
a
was
little
too
strange.
I don't
Yeah,
know, it was like CG, but I don't know if it was CG. I don't know if it was.
yeah, it was
like
hard
a
to
practical.
tell what was going on
There
there.
were portions where they would CGI the face perfectly, and then like he still has like his 75-year-old old man body that they
Yeah,
didn't
and
CGI.
that was the that's what I'm saying. It's like whenever he's doing the kicks thing, right?
yeah.
He looks younger, right? But he's obviously old, and sometimes when he's walking, he's obviously old. So it's like, yeah, great job, but also the dude's still old. So
Yeah.
you can, it just kind of takes you out a little bit because you remember why he's old.
For sure.
Or
Yeah.
why he's old. That he's old.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I don't know, but
then
it's
again,
still good.
I could totally see like he was never portrayed as like this really in shape.
Yeah, sure,
you know,
sure.
fucking,
That's true.
Because it's like all of those guys are pretty fucking just like stumpy and just
Fucking
like
pasta
I'm gonna
eating
fucking
fucks.
shoot you. You know what I mean? Like shooting takes away all athletic ability. You know what I
Totally.
mean?
Yeah.
It's like fuck it. So it's
So
when
unfair.
he's beating that guy's ass, it wasn't like I definitely thought about it, but
Yeah.
I'm sure it was justified in that like, well, you don't know what a guy like this looks like kicking somebody's
I mean,
ass.
that's-
It is messy and it
Yeah.
doesn't look like a fucking choreographed stunt
Sure, sure.
performance. You know?
And it could just be that I was imposing that
Right.
Sure.
because I know he's old. You know, it's one of
Yeah,
those things.
yeah.
But
it's hard to pull that
yeah,
out
Yeah.
of it.
But the de-aging, holy shit! Like
Looks
Really good.
amazing.
I was for some reason in the trailer they must not have completely done it up in the trailer when they released it because when I
It was
watched
only
the
a
trailer,
couple.
when I watched the trailer, I was like, that didn't look too good. I don't know if it was just me being stupid, but in this, it was amazing.
I avoided the trailers.
Yeah.
I avoided like.
I watched the
anything.
first one.
Yeah, I only watched the first one too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, the de-aging was really good. Really impressive.
Okay, really quick though, Robert De Niro, this year, like holy shit, man.
Joker.
Joker, Irishman. He's acting now. It feels like you know what I
Yeah.
mean. Like
Yeah.
he hasn't done it in a while.
There was
like this type of shit.
There is a part in this, and specifically the scene, and I'm jumping ahead here, but the scene where he tells, he gets told, you got to kill Al Pacino.
Ugh.
You have to kill your friend.
yeah.
And he just like, he takes it and just like looks up and like doesn't blink. And he's like almost crying. And he's just like taking that in. I said out loud, I was like, the king is back.
Dude,
I was like,
Yeah, that whole
he's a
se-
fucking legend.
I
dude.
fucking like this out of all the Marty Scorsies movies, this has the least like direct dialogue about like what he has to do as a mobster. Like everything is like sort of implied.
I love
You should just
that.
You know what I
by
mean?
now.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Like,
it-
I've already made all these fucking movies. You know what's about to happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
familiar with what I do. You know someone's gonna die. You know someone's gonna tell someone to kill someone.
Yeah.
Figure out how they're doing it.
Yes, I love that. Like I didn't think for a second that that's how Irish mob or any mob really did it, because I was like, they're not gonna sit here and talk in code like this. They're gonna be like, kill that motherfucker, and like that's it.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of like you said, like almost code speak
Yeah.
where he's like,
Yeah.
well, you know,
He's like, hey, did you take those sticks to the forest or whatever the fuck?
yeah, but I heard you paint houses.
Yes.
Yeah. He said, I'm also a carpenter.
Yeah.
I loved that.
That's a good line.
Do my own carpentry.
The making of the movie or whatever, it was originally just going to be about a hitman. He was going to be a hitman, and then De Niro said, "Hey, look at this Irishman book, and let's do this instead."
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, and he's like, "All
Fuck
right,
yeah.
we'll do this."
Well, I mean, it's still a hitman.
No, Robert De Niro, I won't take your suggestion.
Yeah, and those words,
I'm Marty Scorsies.
and those words that he says, "I heard you paint houses." That's literally the first line they ever exchanged.
That's
together.
so cool.
Yeah.
That's the name of the book too.
Yeah.
I heard you paint houses.
Oh, and I also loved that the title wasn't The Irishman, in that it was the book, and the way he makes it in the beginning is
Yeah,
like,
the
I
card.
heard, seen,
Yeah.
you paint houses. That was really
I thought
cool.
that was really weird. I had no fucking idea what that was about. I thought that was like chapter 1. I heard you paint houses.
It was
Yeah.
kind of like that.
Like, but then at
and
the
you think
end,
it's going to come back?
Yeah, and then at the
Yeah.
end, it was like I thought I would see like later on.
Each act would have
Yeah.
a new.
Yeah, I thought that too, yeah.
But then at the end, it just says, "I heard you paint houses," and I was just like, "What is?"
Well,
It was just like that was the story.
No,
Is that the name of the book?
It's
Yeah.
a book. That's the name of the book.
So,
yeah.
so it goes. I heard you paint houses, and then the next title card is written original story or whatever by.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
Got it.
Yeah. It was
Based on the novel or based on the whatever the book
Screenplay, blah, 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 blah.
Got it.
yeah, it was
Whatever.
just a different way of showing a title screen.
Yeah, because they
But-
did
but it wasn't
just the
the title.
title.
Yeah,
it was just the title, and then the next card was based on the book by.
Got it. It's just a different way of saying based on this book.
Yeah.
It's just- they did it in a confusing way.
Yeah.
Because like
If you didn't know that,
Yeah, if you didn't know,
You'd be
it's-
like, "Oh, what?"
That's weird.
yeah, no, I had no idea.
so that's like most of the audience is gonna be like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yep, that was me. I
No.
was like, okay, Scorsies, Marty Scorsies.
Scorsies.
It's that reminded me when he did that. It reminded me of the time in The Departed where he just did a circle for some fucking reason and then like boomed out.
I don't even remember that.
In The
I
Departed,
have
where
to watch that movie again. It's been so long.
there was a wide shot he shot of. It was Matt Damon. I think it was Matt Damon the first time. The first time he walked to the police department, there was a wide shot, like super wide, and when it cuts to that, there's a tiny circle showing Matt Damon, and then the circle booms out. It was just like a little animation. It was like this little like just circle, and it's like, why the fuck is it highlighting?
I don't remember that at all.
And
I
then
have
it
to
goes,
rewatch.
Yeah, me too.
and then it shows the wide shot, and I was like, okay, that was the weirdest fucking.
He's
thing
just
I've
doing
ever
some
seen.
experimenting.
I don't know. It was just fucking weird.
It's weird,
And-
yeah.
He obviously wanted you to look at Matt Damon.
Yeah. So maybe they were sitting in the editing bay and then they were like, okay, well, this shot, it cuts to the wide shot, but you don't even see Matt Damon. You don't even know what you're looking at.
Well, isn't Matt Damon the only one that lives in the story?
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. That's like an old trope in like mobster movies from like the 30s and 40s and
Really?
shit.
Yeah, I
not the
know what
30s,
you're
but
talking
The 50s
about
and
now.
60s. You in the
Yeah,
circle?
yeah, the circle, and then you pan out. Like that's from. I don't know if you've ever seen like Serpico or some shit like that.
Oh, shit.
Like that's
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah, it was just like a weird transition thing that they would do back then between scenes and stuff.
Just to keep your eye on the subject, and then they pan out, and
That's all, folks.
Yeah.
I don't know.
because like it's like you're placing him in the scene, and
Right.
then
You're like, hey, there's the actor, and here's the rest of the scene.
Right.
Which makes sense.
Okay.
that's like one of those old like fucking Italian.
So that's just like a little homage of his.
Yeah.
That's cool.
and like
Okay.
he even homages that like
I've come to terms with this
I'm
now.
okay with this
I
now.
accept it now.
like some guy gets shot, and like there's a movie theater right outside that's showing probably one of Martin Scorsese's favorite.
Oh, yeah, the
mobster-
shootist or whatever?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like he always references shit like
okay.
that.
Acceptable.
I deem this acceptable.
Marty Scorsies listening to this like, whew.
Thank God.
Oh, yeah, again, they got it. They got it.
I'm glad.
My prime audience.
I was really worried about that one.
I'm going to switch gears here for a second. Joe Pesci
Oh, man.
is like shout out to Joe Pesci for coming back for this film.
Right?
Yes.
And he didn't
Also-
even want to either, which
No.
is awesome.
Also,
Well, he hasn't been acting in so long.
What was the last thing he was in?
Probably fucking Home Alone or some shit.
No,
Oh, shit.
no, he was in something in 2014, but it wasn't acting. It was something small. But yeah.
Like a cameo or something.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, he hasn't done hardly anything. Yeah.
He hasn't acted.
Fucking murdered, though.
He fucking murdered. Okay, so
because he was not a Joe Pesci role.
Exactly.
yes, that's
Yeah.
exactly what I was going to say.
Very
He says
scaled
Jew
back.
motherfucker once.
Yeah.
Like,
He is scarier in this movie than I think I've ever seen him
Yep.
because you know what Joe Pesci can do in
Yes.
that like you're ready for him to scream at somebody.
Yeah, to blow
you
up.
fucking motherfucker. You know what I mean? Shit like that. You're ready for that to transpire. Doesn't fucking happen. But the fact that you know that going in and you know this is Joe Pesci and he just fucking undersells it.
Yep. Love it.
Oh shit, dude.
well,
Yeah.
like he was like the guy in the shadows the whole movie. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah,
Like he was
pulling the
the one
strings.
directly under whoever the higher ups were. It's that it's implied. You don't even know
Yeah.
if there actually are any higher ups higher than him,
Right.
which is another cool thing. Like you don't know. Like it's sort of implied that like he is the one that wants Hoffa gone, but also he's like the people above me want him gone too. Don't worry about
Yeah.
it.
Fat
And he-
Mike.
Yeah, whatever.
And when he's like he's this sort of politician amongst the higher ups where he'll go
Yeah.
and talk to somebody else. He'll be like, some people, not me.
Yeah.
Some people don't. They're a little concerned.
They're a little concerned.
Yeah. I
That
love,
means they're very
good,
concerned.
I love that the little concern.
They
thing.
might be a little more than a little concerned.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're
I-
That was
fucking-
awesome.
We did everything
terrifying.
we
It means
could.
they're fucking desperate.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
And the way that he tells Robert De Niro, like, you're going to kill your best friend, is like, we did everything we could.
yeah.
Yeah. Ugh.
yeah.
And the implication that like if you don't, it's suicide.
Yeah, oh,
Like,
yeah.
It's like it's on us now.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, man,
Like, it's
what
gonna
a way to
happen.
put it.
And Robert De Niro doesn't even for a second, like, try to just, like, even try to save his friend.
I know.
Because he knows there's no
There's no
fucking,
point, yeah.
there's no getting out of it. Like,
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Yep.
what it is. Like, it's the fucking, the choice has been made. This is, and you're going to do it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that was
Because
crazy.
you would have been upset if, you know, you wouldn't have been involved and you heard about the secondhand. So you're going to do it. Which is, in a way, sort of like a beautiful thing. and that like you're gonna carry out this and you're gonna make sure it's like painless and fucking whatever.
That was some old Yeller shit, though. That was dreadful going into it.
I like when he walks into the house and they're already like cutting up the tile, and you're just like, this is happening. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's all planned out perfect. Everybody's just sitting at the table. We're like, yeah, we're about to kill him.
Oh, hey, Joe.
No, Bill. Yeah, all
Whatever the
right.
fuck.
Is he here yet? Oh, no. Okay, whatever. Like, it's like so dire, and just like there's no getting around it. You know it's coming.
Yeah.
And the conversation between the two people in the front seats on the way to pick up Jimmy Hoffa.
Yeah, just like the fish.
I loved that.
Yeah, yeah.
That was
metaphors
Tarantino as
there-
fuck.
The metaphors there were like really, really
Yeah,
heavy
he's just
with
like,
that.
Honestly, spell it out for me. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, when he said in the back seat for it
starts
became
off
a
with-
metaphor for doing a hit.
Yeah.
Like where he's like, what kind of fish are we doing here? It became a metaphor for people not knowing what's going on but carrying out a hit. Where he's like, so you just picked up a fish and brought it here? You didn't know what you're doing? Implying like that guy, the driver.
He's the one that's
The driver. Remember how he's like the son of Jimmy Hoffa.
Yeah,
He's like, what do you just picked up a fish? What do you
Yeah.
mean? And he's like, yeah, I picked up a fish. I don't know if there really was a fish. That was kind of weird. But like he was like, I don't know. I just picked up a fish and I did what I did. And then he's like,
Damn.
and then in the back seat,
What kind of fish was it?
yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
He's like, I'd like to be able to say what kind of fish it was myself if someone asked me.
Yeah,
I love
And he's
that.
like, I want
Yeah.
someone. I need to explain this to somebody.
Yeah.
If somebody asks me, you know what? And then in the back seat, when Jimmy Hoffa and Frank get in there, he's like, so what's the fish? What do you mean there's a fish? And he's like, I don't know. And he's like,
you know not to bring a fish in the car.
yeah. And then he's like, you don't bring a fish in the car, which like, and he's referencing the guy that kills people in cars.
Yeah.
He's like, it's always gonna smell like a fish in the car if you do that.
Oh,
Wrap it up tight.
shit.
And then finally he goes,
And he's the fish.
and then he says to the guy, he's like, yeah, you never. He's like, hey, God, I can't fucking words. He says, have you ever been fishing? And he's like, no. He's like, well, you don't know anything about fish then.
Never caught a fish?
You never
Don't
caught
know
a fish.
shit.
You don't know shit. And he's talking to the guy that strangles people in the car.
Yeah.
So he's like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I love when they're
The irony of him being the
Yeah.
fish.
Being
the
About to
fish.
go get, bah, bah.
And his son
Fuck.
also picked up the fish. He's picking up his dad.
Yeah.
Right.
And he is unaware that he's picking up a fish.
Yeah.
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 It's fucking
exactly.
sick.
Woo! Marty Scorsies.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I love whenever
brain boys, dude.
Big brain breakdown right
Part
there.
2.
Big brain
I love when Frank's getting in the car for the first time, and the guy's gonna get in the back. He's like, "No, you get in the front."
Yeah.
He's like,
He's
I
like,
don't
"No, I'll get in
mind.
the back." He's like, "No, you get in the front. No, you get in the front."
He gets
like,
serious on him.
Yeah.
I didn't
Probably
know-
because he knows like that guy's gonna strangle Jimmy Hoffa, right?
He knows
Oh,
he's
no,
a
no, no, that guy's
strangler.
gonna set
That
up front.
guy-
Never mind.
yeah, they already kind of set up earlier
That's
that
true.
you know
He's just a
that's
strangler.
just how it works, right? And the guy in
Yeah.
the back, guy in the front gets strangled.
He's-
Very Godfather like, right?
Yeah.
And he wouldn't.
Luca, whatever.
Yeah.
He would probably feel tipped off. Jimmy Hoffa would if Robert De Niro's character was in the front and not the back. Probably like to like greet him and be like, "Hey, I'm here."
Yeah, maybe, but I thought they were gonna try and kill Frank too.
Oh, and I think he
Because
was
it was
just.
Jimmy Hoffa's son in the front, so I was like, wait a
I
second.
think he was just he was kind of paranoid about the situation,
Exactly.
right?
He was
And so he's like,
minimizing-
nah, we're not doing this bullshit. Even if it's not happening, I'm not playing this.
Exactly.
game."
Exactly.
Yeah. So you get in the front, I'll get in the back. Fuck
then-
that.
That'll be it.
Yeah.
And then he opened the car door handle with a handkerchief. Small detail I noticed. It was just like, no
I was never here.
No fingerprints. Frank was never here.
That's fucking sick.
Fucking awesome.
And the
movie's
small
so good,
private
dude.
plane that they took to Detroit for
Yeah.
under 3 hours.
Yeah.
And you go right back to the wedding. Perfect alibi.
Yeah, it's
Fucking
crazy.
sick.
Dude.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say that just the whole situation, like being Jimmy Hoffa, it's like wait, like no one said me anything. Who are you? What are you doing here? My son? Sally? Frank? What are
Yeah.
y'all doing here?
Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah, get in the car, and it's
okay,
but and he's
it's okay.
like, this seems all kind of weird.
And he's so shameful he doesn't reveal himself.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is everybody together? Just fucking straight. My boys.
But I think that also speaks to Jimmy Hoffa's like they're not gonna fucking kill
Exactly.
Right.
me. Like
Right.
the arrogance of like
Yeah,
I'm fucking
very
untouchable.
Yeah,
I'm the, boss.
situation is like all signs point to you're the fish and you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he's just like, all right,
Yeah.
I'll get in the car.
get in the car, Jimmy.
Where are
He's
we
like,
going, boys?
Dude, and then you already mentioned it, but when they finally get into the house and there's just that POV of him like seeing the empty house and like the immediate like, nope, let's go, bye.
Yeah.
He turns around and like it was already too late.
Yep.
Fucking oh.
Yeah, and like I didn't know it was gonna happen, and the thing is, the thing about Marty Scorsies movies is you just never know. There's no big build up to huge murders.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just happens.
They just
Yeah.
happen.
dude.
It just
And
happens.
there's
There's no
just reality.
score that like
No
swells.
score,
Yeah.
no lead up to kind of like guide you across that bridge to the next event. It's just like bam, like that's it. It happened. There's no special shot. The death of Jimmy Hoffa was almost off camera.
Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like, what? Like,
I saw like
okay.
blood splatter.
Yeah.
With no lead up, with all the lead up in the world too.
Right.
It's like
Yeah.
you don't notice it until it's happened,
God,
and you're like, "Holy
Like,
shit! It was a
oh.
gigantic fucking thing."
I was
Yeah.
so anxious going into that whole scene.
Yeah.
Just like,
Well, that whole the fish thing, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that was all build up to that moment, and it's subtle.
Super subtle and just perfect dialogue, and you're just like, "Oh, this is just a really good scene." Oh no, like it was a total
It
lead
all
up.
ties in. Yeah.
Because we all sort of subconsciously know that it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And like he's fucked, but also it's like you're watching the scene for what it is, and it's like this weird
Yeah.
conversation that they're having in the car. Granted, I didn't understand the metaphor at the time. I still knew that like, okay, this is still a build up. Like
Right.
there's a lot of it's getting tense here.
and
Yeah.
even if you didn't, you're about to
You're built to find out.
We're to find out more Marty
You gonna learn, boy.
Good old Jimmy Hoffa about to get capped.
you're about to see a friend kill a friend.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that was really fucked up. Whereas like Robert De Niro in a few moments has to turn the gun on like
His best friend.
Yeah.
a good friend of his, a mentor, and all that. So that was the tension there was like
And it goes back even further because, like, in all the other Marty Scorsese's movies, all the mob shit talks about, like, there's always a point of, like, having your own kind as your, like, your right hand and your left hand. Like, your closest people need to be your own kind. If you're Italian, you need Italian brothers. If you're Irish, shit like that. He killed his only Irish brother, and it was all Italians after that. And so he was just super cloistered after that to the point that, like, he didn't let his guard down, like, ever.
Yeah.
It's fucking brutal.
yeah.
So good. I love this scene whenever he goes to deliver all the guns, I guess.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Give me the keys," basically. And the guy gives me, he goes, "You looking in my ears?"
Yeah.
I was like,
I got an operation, motherfucker.
He's like, I'm not looking at your ears." Like, it's so funny. What the fuck?
It was such a funny scene, and I said out loud, and I was just like, there is so much time spent on non-scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
Yes.
But then later I realized that wasn't a non-scene.
Right.
So
It comes back. Yeah, yeah.
It came back, but I was just like, at the same time, I enjoy those little non-scenes because it's just nuance.
I love it.
Sort
Yeah.
of, it's very Tarantino.
love
It's
it.
like extra detail and characterization applied to no character,
Yeah.
a non-character,
Yeah.
basically. You know what I'm saying? Like someone that's very just could be an extra
Yeah.
in a scene has now this whole like backstory of like a guy with big ears. And he's like, and then he's insecure about his
Yeah.
ears. And you can see all that whole interaction and the confusion of like, I thought you were supposed to have big ears. He's like, you look at my ears. Like that whole interaction was in my head. I was like, this is pointless, but I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, I thought it was an amazing scene and nothing
The
happened.
choice to put that in there.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
and then
think-
to bring it back, he's like, "No,
But-
his ears look fine."
Yeah, but later you realize it wasn't
Those-
entirely pointless. You realize that person he was selling guns to was actually FBI.
Yeah,
Right. Dude, yeah, the multiple little parts, like the fat guy eating the food,
Yep.
and then like it shows him later. I love that.
Yeah.
It was just fucking good. It was a good movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also like another Marty Scorsese's callback, like making food in prison.
Yes.
And like
Yeah.
making it look so good.
Yeah.
Dude, Jimmy Hoffa loved ice cream.
Fuck yeah, man.
Loved
Like,
that shit.
ice cream.
those details too. Like I fucking love that shit.
That's what makes a cult classic, I think. I know this just came out like last week or whatever, but like every movie that is considered like a cult classic is like there's those like really little world building things, which
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's only one movie, but like there's a whole universe attached to it.
Yeah.
You know?
Totally. You get a glimpse of all these little like universes.
Yeah.
Like detail applied to something that's almost a mini scene.
Yeah. Like, dude, Jim Norton and Sebastian Maniscalco.
Oh
Yeah.
Jim Norton as Don Rickles. That was fucking great.
I'm glad you brought that up. Sebastian did a pretty good job.
He was awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, get the fuck
I
out of here.
love that.
Imagine being a comedian and standing next to Robert De Niro.
Oh,
on screen.
dude, I was-
Woo! Imagine being that, like, oh, today's the day. Like, you
Yeah.
wake up in your trailer, be like, I'm gonna do a scene with Robert fucking De Niro in a Martin Scorsese
yeah.
film.
Like, you're so Chicago that Martin Scorsese was like, can you be a mobster in my movie? And you're like, ah!
Yeah.
I'm just from Chicago.
I just straight up say no, fuck you, and I'm not entertaining that bullshit. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Marty Scorsies
Yeah.
calls you, you answer.
Yeah.
You do what he says.
That's a once in a lifetime thing.
Yeah,
right
for
there.
sure,
Do
dude.
I? You're asking me if I want to be in one of your movies with Robert De Niro and Al Pacino? I can make the time.
Yeah. And then retire instantly.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all.
And dude,
That's his one acting.
Jesse
job.
Yeah.
Plemons, like he has a really small fucking role for one of our better actors.
Yeah.
Jesse
yeah.
Plemons.
The son of Jimmy Hoffa.
Oh, yeah.
Breaking Bad.
Okay, yeah.
guy,
Uh,
Todd from Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
right?
so much good acting throughout, dude. And like you said, Sebastian did a really good job.
I
You know who
loved
I
him.
really while I was watching this, somebody I really wanted to be in this movie, Andy Garcia.
Andy Garcia.
He fits the Oceans movies.
Oh yeah. Yep.
He'd
He'd have been great.
he would have fit so I don't even give a shit what character he was or anything. I just fucking love him in this style of movie, and he would have fit so perfectly in this shit.
yeah.
You know what?
You're right.
Okay, so there were a lot of actors, like big name actors, that really didn't do a whole lot. Like Harvey Keitel
Yes.
was in this movie,
Yeah.
and like
He didn't even speak, did he? Oh,
think
like
he
2
said a
lines.
couple
right?
lines.
He was in a
And
few lines,
there was that actor that they asked for money for Vegas at one point. There was an actor I recognized. Like he had the scene where he just went to
Oh, with Ray Romano and
Ray Romano,
Ray Romano,
Romano,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, let me look.
Yeah.
Anna Paquin, is that her name?
Yeah. She was the daughter.
Oh yeah, she
She's
basically
great.
didn't speak. She
She-
just stood
did
there
she
like
have any
I know what you're
Sad.
doing. She just stood there begrudgingly most of the movie. It was
Yeah.
like,
Well, no, her only line at the very end was like, "Why didn't you call Joe?"
yeah, that was it.
Oh yeah, that was the only line. Jesus, I'm trying to find.
She
Unless-
finally
unless you
speaks up
count-
for herself.
Yeah, unless you count her childhood lines.
No.
But like her as
Nope.
like her as an actress, like if you're talking about
can't
that
find 'em.
actress, yeah, she had like 2 lines.
And then also, dude, like we're not really selling it right here, but Al Pacino, man,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
There-
fucking awesome.
2 legends on screen, man.
Yeah,
Three, dude.
Yeah. But
Pacino-
those two like on screen
Together.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they had
It's
scenes
insane.
together. Yeah, like
like the hotel scene.
they've done a movie
I was
together.
just about to bring that up,
Dude,
The hotel.
leave the
yeah.
door cracked.
Yeah. Well, the improv, you could just see it, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Like when you could see them.
I
don't-
loved how like real those
I am
conversations.
speechless.
I loved how real those conversations were too, because it's not like they're reading off of a script.
Yeah.
Like it's actually Robert De Niro and Al Pacino having a conversation.
Yes, exactly.
like those characters.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
would love to see the script scrolling, like those screenplay things. Like
Oh, right.
screenplayed or whatever, those things where they mock up the script and watch the scene so you can see what all the choices are.
and like
made.
they stumble over words and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, and they just keep going.
Or-
It's fine.
or they'll-
Stumbled insanely, and it was like, oh, that was cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like, it's fine.
It's refreshing to see. It's
Yeah.
not like a perfect like I'm gonna enunciate every fucking syllable of this word or whatever.
Exactly, and it's
None of
not.
that.
It's also not like you can see the improv of. Sometimes they'll ask the question back.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be like, De Niro would be like, it's not the right time right now," and then Pacino would be like, "What do you mean it's not the right time right now? What do you mean? Well, speak up."
It's just not the right time.
It's not the right time, and then you could tell
There's a little back and forth.
The script was just, it's not the right time now. Tell me what you're talking about. Blah blah. You could just see. I don't know how, but you could just see like all of the choice. I could see more Pacino and De Niro coming out and having a conversation, like you
Totally.
said, and all their chops, their years and decades of like acting and like improv, and just like they just became the character. They just followed the guidelines of the script and hit
And-
all the beats
yeah.
they need to
Exactly.
hit, but everything else is just
just
like this
them.
jazz.
Yeah.
All this improv. Like,
Yeah.
oh man, it was just watching like it was. That shit is like watching a really good fucking tennis match or something. Where it's
Right.
like just watching them
Yeah.
both like.
but they're like doing
play-
flips and shit.
But they're playing off each other too. They're playing off like what he just improved and what he just said and then I don't know, man.
Just
Like
expert
reacting,
shit.
not
Yes,
just responding.
True reactions.
Yeah.
Of like how would my character react in this situation as opposed to like what the script says I should say.
It was almost not acting. It was like we're just perfect at this
Borderline
scenario.
improv.
You know what I mean?
But dude,
Like-
okay, so they did a movie together.
Yeah,
Righteous
yeah.
Kill, and it's
Yeah.
not very good.
Yeah.
It's just like a weird detective movie, and they're chasing after this murder or whatever. But they don't have the chemistry that they have in that movie in this movie.
This is like they are put into their like
They
Elements.
The perfect
Like,
specimens of them. Like,
you can see that they like those characters love each other in this.
yeah.
Like truly, like they hug and they're like affectionate towards each other. It's a beautiful thing to see on screen in that like these two fucking titans of Hollywood are fucking just like loving on each other in this movie, you know, and it makes the end that much more tragic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah. So fucking good.
And directed by such a legend. It's such a weird. It's such a crazy big like tight.
The fact that this
titan.
happened,
Yeah.
it's insane.
Wait,
Yeah, exactly.
this feels very much like all of these people all together have built their careers to
Right.
get to this
Yeah.
point.
It's like it's like the culmination of every mob movie
Yes,
ever made.
absolutely.
Like, so, like yeah, it's like a mix of like Departed,
It's like the Expendables of mob
Casino
Dude, totally.
It's the Expendables.
But
of,
good.
You're so right.
movies. Yeah, it really is.
or
I
the
mean,
Avengers.
Yeah.
I'm surprised
It's not cinema.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
surprised Ray Liotta wasn't in this.
I was just gonna say,
Oh man.
Andy Garcia, Ray Liotta. I mean, you can keep going.
dude, they should have got Papa John. That would have been so good.
I ate 40 pieces in 3 days.
Yeah. My garlic butter sauce.
Hey, are you gonna drink the rest of that garlic dipping sauce?
I'll say this real quick, dude. I met that guy. Strangest conversation I've ever had.
Really?
Yeah. I met him.
Call you an N-word?
Yep. No. I met him because of my parents. He was at my parents' job, and he had a Dallas Cowboys jacket on, and that's where my parents work. And
They work at the Dallas Cowboys.
I was like, "Oh, hi, nice to meet you," or whatever is what I said. And he turned around and just like showed me his jacket. That's all he did.
Why are rich, famous people so weird?
So fucking weird,
I just
dude.
imagine like his weird, greasy, like plastic surgery face.
Dude, his head is so big from alcohol.
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
seen that interview?
He's got the biggest drunk head ever.
Dude, it's
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, if there's one reason to quit drinking.
his head weighs 33 pounds.
It's crazy.
Is this a bobblehead?
Yeah, he's a living Funko Pop.
Like I guarantee,
For real.
I guarantee, if he's sitting on the couch weird, his head will just.
He's like a newborn baby.
if you were to bust it open, it's just pizza.
Pizza dough. It's just proofs.
His blood is just garlic sauce, not marinara.
He pees garlic sauce and bleeds
Oh, the dream.
marinara.
That made me gag for some reason. I didn't. Ugh.
So gross. Anyways,
Anyways, John
why-
Schnatter's face.
Anyways, Irishman is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anything else on the Irishman, guys?
this was one of the best films I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It- yeah.
I fucking love this.
How would you rank it in Scorsies movies?
I liked it more in Wolf of Wall Street.
For anybody
honestly.
that's listening to this, like maybe our show for the first time, we know his name is Martin Scorsese. I think
Is it?
we've exclusively said Marty Scorsese.
you guys prepped me by this name.
His name is Marty
You said
Scorsies.
Scorsese's.
People are googling Marty Scorsese. Like, yeah, that's nobody.
This is the fucking guy.
in the pantheon of Martin Scorsese films. You're asking where it ranks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I like The Departed
What-
a little more.
I would agree.
I need to go back again. I think I've only seen it
Departed,
once.
It just had way more twists and turns and more like it's more of a thriller than this. This was more of a drama, docudrama.
Yeah.
which is still great, but The Departed is just so many. It's I don't know. You're just questioning like it's rats,
Everybody's
it's,
motives.
It's moles. it's
Jack
rats,
Nicholson.
Dude, he
even
kills it.
Jack Nicholson. There's a
His
fucking-
his
there's
hooker
a
cocaine
rat.
snorting scene and all that.
He's amazing.
Dude.
Yeah, like that. I don't know. I would say The Departed's above it, but I'd say it's second.
Goodfellas.
I'd put Departed above Goodfellas, honestly.
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas by Marty Scorsese.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to go back. I haven't seen a lot of his movies in a long time.
Yeah.
I've seen them all, but it's just like, and also I don't have as much reverence for noticing shit now, or like I do now after doing all these
Totally.
movie podcasts. So I just need to go back and just do it all again.
I'm gonna go with 40 Licks, the Rolling Stones concert film.
All right.
It's my favorite Martin Scorsese.
Did he do that?
Yes.
Did not know.
Stop me up.
Chris has the best Mick Jagger impression.
I do?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
You're doing it right now.
No. What?
Dude, this is amazing.
Dude,
Wow. Who is this? In front of me? I do? What?
you're an
Yeah.
absolute chameleon.
Used to do the fucking.
Oh, yeah.
The mic-
I have to be like standing up to do it and everything.
I actually do remember now.
I remember this. Yeah. I can do that. You're right.
That is a character I've mastered.
Yeah.
With the fucking arms and shit.
Yes. He's so, and he's always like, pursing his lips out and walking. Like, yeah, exactly. Just, yeah. Yeah, I can do
He
that.
does the arm flip really.
Yeah, I grew up on a lot of Rolling Stones. My dad is a big Rolling Stones fan, so they're like it seemed like it was like almost always playing like live
Yeah.
concerts. Like, 'cause they
What
would-
happened to live concert videos? They're just gone.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl killed him. Everyone thinks live concerts are terrible now.
You know who
Fuck that.
acts exactly like you? I guess since we're talking about things you do.
Charles Manson.
Charles Manson. No, the guy that plays the Flash. In any interview I've ever seen him in, he sounds exactly like you and he laughs exactly like you.
The Flash.
Yeah.
I watched that and I'd never thought that.
Not during the show
Oh,
at
the
all,
actor
but
that
in,
plays-
in
Like
real
the
life.
actor.
In real life.
Okay.
Like he's completely different than that character. He's
have to check it
exactly like you. It's fucking weird.
I'll have to check that out. That's
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Wilson, you were exactly like Timothée Chalamet.
There you go.
Thank you. I take that compliment, and I will run to a brothel with it.
You need to run to your fucking digital video service and watch Call Me by Your Name.
Nah.
Dick.
Dude, it's so good.
Nah.
It's a good movie.
All right, we
Visions
done?
of Gideon. All right. Yeah, let's play some games. Any news?
Oh shit! I forgot y'all do news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes.
Yeah.
So, for instance, today, no. Not today.
Neato.
Nothing really
I
happened.
don't like the news anyway, so I'm good on that.
Yeah.
It's like people read shit on.
Did you guys see that
I feel
ET
Hmm?
sequel commercial?
What?
That ET commercial or whatever?
Yeah.
I wasn't a huge fan of ET. growing
No,
up.
what? Are they
saw-
making a sequel?
No.
Okay,
It was
thank
just
God.
a what was the company? I already forgot. Xfinity. They just did a commercial, but it's like a really long one, and it's a sequel. And they get the original Elliot guy, and he's got a family, and then ET shows up or whatever. It was just interesting to see ET in like current quality film.
Wait, did they make a puppet or CGI?
No, it was full on normal ET puppet. It looked pretty cool. Kind of made me want to see a movie.
I'd be okay with it.
No, just kidding.
And that was the news. Let's play a game.
Let's do it.
All right. Let's do Marty Scorsies.
Marty
Oh,
Scorsies.
shit.
Yo, let's do.
Oh,
Let's
fuck,
do.
I already
I was
lost.
gonna say a director game. It's
Director?
Like, yeah,
Okay,
like,
whatever.
It's like the actor game, but with directors.
All right.
Real creative and innovative here at the There Arts Meeting News
Yes.
podcast. Marty Scorsies, directors. Who's the Irishman?
Departed.
Goodfellas.
Casino.
40 Licks, the
God
fucking
damn
Rolling
it.
Stones bullshit. That he
I
did.
should have saved that.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Gangs of New York.
Fuck. Marty Scorsies. The Last Temptation of Christ.
Nice.
Damn.
You bitch. Willem Dafoe. Killing it with his big old dick.
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe's got a big old dick.
Antichrist.
He does. I heard that they had to CG his dick to be smaller in a movie once.
Yeah.
I would-
it was like comically big, and they were like, no one's gonna believe that's big, and they had to make it smaller. No, they didn't CG it. They got like a body double to make it smaller.
I would say that, though, if I was Willem Dafoe. Like,
True.
if I was his publicist.
Yeah.
True.
We're giving him too much time to think, guys.
That's a good point.
I'm out.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Neil Young documentary.
Okay. Silence.
You got to know the name, dude.
No, I don't know what it's called.
What is it?
This is a Neil Young documentary. I don't know what it's called.
A what documentary?
Neil Young?
Neil Young.
Neil Young?
Neil
Neilian?
Neil Young?
Is it Neilian?
Say young.
Neil,
Hey, real quick,
say it right, bitch.
there's a G in there that's just not.
Do you know your letters?
Neil Young like Funyun.
Like Fun Yun. Neil Young.
Neil Young Fun Young documentary?
Okay. Silence.
Ah! Shit. Oh! Taxi driver.
New York, New York.
God damn it.
We're just right back at you. Wilson is fucking you up right now. This is like that moment in like UFC when they get clipped and they're falling on the ground, and then that
Oh.
person is coming on
Shit.
to him, and then the ref is about to break it up, and I'm the ref, and I just broke it up, and you're out.
Ah, I'm fucking out.
You're out, bitch. Alex wins.
Did you have more?
No.
Okay.
GG. All right. Let's do actor game. You guys want to do De Niro?
Oh, this is a good one.
We just list all the movies we just listed.
So
Yeah.
when I listen back to this, I'm gonna be like, oh, answer. Right now, one idea, one movie.
Exactly. That's how it goes.
Isaiah, kick it off.
Irishman.
Taxi Driver.
Robbie De Niro's. The Godfather Part 2.
Nice.
Meet the Parents.
Damn it.
Meet the Fockers.
No, you can't do the
I
same
know. I
series.
was about to say it.
Bitch.
God damn it, dude. This is ridiculous.
Robert De Niro.
Yeah, I know.
I'm aware.
I'm tapping out.
You're tapping out? Okay, Casino.
See?
It's so
Casino.
stupid.
Jackie Brown.
Nice.
Fuck. See, that what sucks is when someone takes the one you
You're like,
have,
you gotta
you
scramble.
completely reset. You're just
Yeah.
like,
Well, that's what happened. You said Meet the Parents, and I was like, God damn it.
Exactly. It fucks. See, I had one in my mind, and now we started talking, and I forgot it. And no one's mentioned it, and now I'm going to cry.
holy shit. I got nothing. I'm out.
Cape Fear.
Joker.
Fuck.
Oh, wow. We're dumb.
Yeah.
This music reminds me of Lion King. Oh, fuck. The video game.
The one... I'm out. I'm trying to think of the one with Seth Rogen that he just did.
Why do you give him a hint?
Well, I'm out. Everyone else is out, right?
I don't care.
Showtime.
Don't help him. What do you say?
Showtime?
Is that the one he was talking about?
No. It was this weird movie he did with Eddie Murphy. It's like a buddy cop movie.
Okay.
King of Comedy?
Yeah.
Damn.
You want to do another different actor? Maybe Pacino?
How about yeah, let's do Pacino. I like
he
that
was
one.
also in
Shit.
this.
Wilson, you start us off this time.
Donnie Brasco.
The fuck is that?
The Irishman. Should have saved that.
Fuck, I'm dumb.
Scarface.
Yeah, good one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Godfather?
Righteous Kill.
Jack and Jill.
It's just a movie called
Yeah.
What'd you say? What movie did you say?
Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill.
I know the movie. I can't think of the name.
Yeah, same. I got one in my head, but I can't think of the name. And I don't want to say what I'm thinking of because I don't want to give it to somebody else.
Got it. I have
Wow,
one.
fuck. I'm out. Fuck.
Devil's Advocate.
That was it! I was like, which one? He's the devil.
Yeah. Any Given Sunday.
Good one.
So good.
He's so fucking good in that.
I need to rewatch that.
1 yard!
It's a game of inches. You add up all those inches.
Touchdown!
You get a mile.
Serpico.
Nice.
Dick Tracy.
Damn. I think I'm out.
Damn, that's a good one too.
I love him in that fucking movie. Big boy.
Big boy.
Tracy!
Oh, fuck. Al Pacino.
Al Pacini's.
Al Pacini's.
Ali Pacini.
That's what I order at a coffee shop.
I was gonna say Ali Pacini sounds like a pasta.
Oh. All right, Isaiah, I'm going to fucking steal your fucking thing. It's that one, what's his name? The guy with the fucking...
Adrian Brody.
The fingers.
The one with
The guy
that-
with the fingers. The guy with the fingers.
The fucking...
Johnny-
The jazz hands guy.
Ah, no!
Spider fingers. Scissor dick.
5, 4, 3.
2, 1.
There you go.
Yeah.
What was it?
It was that one guy that plays piano, the fucking gay guy. Not fucking gay guy.
You know
Gay
that
guy.
He's so
fucking gay
gay.
Elton John?
No, he's the gayest human being ever. He's got all the rings and he plays piano.
George Michael? Elton John?
John.
No. Like, he literally only plays piano.
Richard Little?
No.
I don't know.
The workout guy?
It's not... I keep thinking Versace, obviously.
The
that's not his
workout
name.
guy.
Yeah.
Fucking Greg.
Not Greg Louganis.
No.
The guy with the curly hair.
Yeah.
Richard Simmons.
Liberace.
Liberace.
Al Pacino played Liberace?
Yeah.
What?
Really?
Fucks
And-
Matt Damon, yeah.
Shit.
Tight.
Oh, I need to see that.
Alexa.
That's why
I need to see him fuck Matt Damon.
Alexa, name some Al Pacino movies.
I know about 88 Al Pacino movies including The Godfather, Part 2, Scarface, Heat, The Godfather,
Heat.
Part 3, and 84 more.
And some music for some
You what
reason.
the fuck?
Alexa, stop. She's like, there was like her own drop. Like she was like congratulating herself. I know a lot of movies. Like this pretentious violin. Like I know 84 more. You idiots.
You dumb shits.
Isaiah, you won that one, right?
I guess so.
GG.
Like I do every time I'm on the show.
Okay, so he won one and he won one and he won one. So you're technically it's 2-1.
No.
If we're doing podcast versus podcast,
God
Sure.
you're
damn
also
it.
outnumbered. Fuck you. Unfair.
I'll
but-
make a stupid game show on my show, and then y'all will lose.
Yep.
Yeah,
And I'll
right.
win.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
I won Death Stranding. I can win anything.
I won Star Wars.
Fuck you.
Yep.
How about this? I just thought of a game.
Let's do it.
I just now thought of
Let's
it.
Already
do it.
down.
I'm already
Play that
ready
Lion
for
King
it.
video game music. Oh.
This is
No.
more of a casual game.
No. Okay.
No.
It's
All
more
right.
more casual music.
I'm gonna call I don't know what I'm gonna call this. How about
I'm gonna call this. I have no idea actually.
That's the official name.
this is called "Do you know that reference?"
okay.
So I'm gonna say
GENO.
"Do you know that reference?" I'm gonna speak a line from a film as bare and without inflection as I possibly can, and you have to guess which movie it's from.
Can I go first?
Christ.
You
Say
have to tell
hello
us-
to my little friend.
Yeah,
Gee
that's a great.
willikers.
That's a great example.
that.
You would say
Gee
Scarface.
And then at the
Wait,
end, when
what?
you say it, you have to say, "Do you know it?"
Do you know that reference?
Do you know
Know
that
it.
reference? So yeah.
What's that name?
Yeah.
So what's
Who's
another,
that Pokemon?
Another example would be big gulps, huh?
Got it.
Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, see you later.
Dumb and Dumber.
Yep.
Okay, let's
Just
do it.
Dumb and Dumber the whole episode.
I got it. Let's do it.
I got one. This is not Marty Scorsies related. I'll come up with one.
He's trying to bait us away from.
Total electrical fire.
Do you have to look it up?
No, I know what it is.
Total electrical fire.
Total electrical fire.
You're like, is this a line from a movie?
That sounds familiar, but I got no. I didn't know it.
Is it an Ocean's movie?
I did not.
Toy Story 3.
You guys clearly haven't seen Orange County.
Not in a long time.
Oh fuck
Not
yeah,
a time,
no. Yeah.
Jack Black, right?
All right, maybe a little too complex. I'm sorry. Let's try it again.
Let me dumb it
Maybe
down for you fucks.
For you fucking retards.
Should we? Maybe Alexa can do it. Think so?
Does she do quotes?
Didn't we do
I think,
a movie
yeah, there
quotes
was
game?
a movie quotes game.
We
Yeah.
did a movie quotes game,
Oh.
and there's no one that can read it as bare as Alexa can.
I guess so.
Let's do the movie quotes game.
All right.
Alexa, let's
Hey,
play
thanks
the.
for ruining my fucking game, dude.
You just rebranded an old game.
Rather
Alexa,
not answer that.
shut the fuck up. Alexa, let's play the movie quotes game.
Welcome to the movie quotes trivia game. Are you ready to begin the game?
Yes.
Okay. Here is your first movie quote. Austria? Ha. Ha.
Dumb and Dumber.
Well then.
Dumb and Dumber.
Good day, mate. Let's put another shrimp on the Barbie.
Dumb and Dumber.
Congratulations. Your answer of Dumb and Dumber is correct. Are you ready for your second movie quote?
Sure am.
Yes.
Here is your second movie quote. You can't handle the truth.
A Few Good Men.
A Few Good Men.
A Few Good Men.
A Few Good Men.
Great answer.
Great
Your
answer.
answer, A Few Good Men, is correct.
Damn it, we didn't say that. Oh, wait, we were
Ready for
doing
your
Nicholson.
third movie quote?
Yes.
Yes.
Here is your third movie
What happens if
quote.
you say no?
It's over.
Someone has to die in order that the rest of us should value life more. It's contrast.
Upstream Color.
Aliens.
I am sorry. I do not understand what you just said. If you are saying the title of a movie, try beginning your response with the phrase the answer is. What famous movie contained the following line? Someone has to die in order that the rest of us should value life more.
Can I just
The
do, like,
answer is Lilo and Stitch.
I am sorry. I do not understand.
All right.
Alexa, stop.
You see?
Good game.
This is what happens.
I'm just going to do my
You're
top
right.
five.
Alexa, stop.
Score was
Fucking shut up. Yeah, you're right. I prefer Do you know that reference.
Did you know that reference?
Thanks for listening to There Are Too Many Movies. Check out Three Guys, One Movie. It's Isaiah's podcast, and there's two other guys on it because that's in the title.
Ugh.
They won't be here.
No. Ugh.
Shout out to them.
Sure.
Do you want to plug anything?
Yeah, check out my achievement progress for this week on my Xbox. It's
Yeah,
going
right.
real good. Got a lot of achievements this
All right.
week.
Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Follow us on Instagram.
Oh, check us out!
Thanks for having me on the show.